the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Flashes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. With jet sweep pass. Oh, look out! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Then they strike first.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point is good.
Hello? Wait.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Started the game.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. From the shotgun, the inside give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Strong, firm tackle.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Avoid having to settle for the field goal. They give it to him again. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
ULM 14, Kent State 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. He is smashing people. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, ULM 14, Kent State 0.
And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's running this stuff? They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take lofts one high and deep. And that pass picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Gonna score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback will keep it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Man, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. On a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too.
Oh, that extras.
Can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Warhawks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it.
Oh, not though.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Own it, Algier.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kent State.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A third down try for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The sweet feet buy a little time.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the golden flashes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bannister. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball is going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Trying to wear down this defense. The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
ULM.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page.
Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Bannister.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
They'll run the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
ULM 28, Kent State 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Damn.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. He'll take it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They'll run the option. Got enough for the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. If they take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score, there is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Cal. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through?
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The offense set for a first down play. Looks as if he's going to run.
What the fuck?
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Warhawks moving quickly to the line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Across the 25. Touchdown, Warhawks! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Kent State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Get up out of here.
Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
That keeps the score. ULM 44, Kent State 13.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might
That
get
ain't
back
the
in the game.
onside kick. Oh, okay, I'm tripping. I want a 2-point. Still going to recover anyway.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
I don't need
This
trash.
defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It's caught downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like
Throw
to do.
that in
What
there,
they're gonna do
boy.
third short, third medium, third long. So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Running back goes in motion. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with high discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Now on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Getting some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Feeling some heat. Buys a little extra time. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll try the run.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Offense set on 1st down.
Test the thing.
Changing the original play call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
And I'm going to let him.
Makes the grab down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Defense couldn't corral him.
Running back next time, too.
Touchdown, golden fashion.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you
It even touches her.
And take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Oh. Yo.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone.
What the fuck?
Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Warhawks! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 29 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember,
got him that time.
He hurls one deep down the left side. The ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They're testing the right side here. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get.
Oh, damn,
Just
I'm
never
better.
had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They move the tight end all over. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Second down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on second down. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden fashion. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Can anyone catch him? Keeps it and gets past the chains. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Unleashes it. Makes a connection. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Warhawks will hustle to the line. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll leave it with him. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
On second down, he'll fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now on first down from the 28. Using his feet.
Yes.
Running with power. Keeps it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! And the beatdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Yeah, that nigga on his ass.
Fire downfield. And the ball is picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The freshman on that. Oh, yeah.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the option. Now the toss. On the move is the 30. And he breaks into the open. The 30. Then just plowing ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to
Ah, you fucking dumb.
Because today they've been lacking.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw.
Damn.
He's taking a deep shot.
Damn.
Snags it inside the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And the extra point splits the upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll pull it on the read. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man, and they convert. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Oh.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and